I think personality is a big factor with head coaching. We don't talk about it with coordinators as much, but if you're going to be a successful head coach, look at the coordinators who failed in that transition. It's usually because of their demeanor, personality, leadership style. The original guy is Norv Turner, who's a little bit before your time, but you guys should know he was the hot shot coordinator in the early 90s. He was winning Super Bowls. He got the head coaching job with Washington and kept it for like 6-7 years because he's Norv freaking Turner. And until it was clear that he just didn't have the type of forceful personality to lead men. And he got multiple opportunities and was always kind of just this milquetoast shy guy. And this is what he was. Great coordinator. I mean, his son's a good coordinator. He's a really smart dude, but it's his personality. And I think anyone who has questions about Kyle Shanahan, they're not going to point to his play design, his play calling, his coordinator acumen. That's unquestioned. It's his personality. And you would compare it to Sean McVay's personality, Pete Carroll's personality, Robert Saleh's personality. These guys have like an upbeatness, positivity to them that works for them. Kyle has a different style. He's much more salty, is a nice way to put it. He's very salty, the way John Gruden is or Bill Belichick is. But those two have rings. Kyle doesn't. And it's interesting to see if this style will work out for him as a head coach, or if ultimately he'll be that guy who's like consistently the number one offensive coordinator in the league, but needs a guy kind of over the top of him to kind of rein him in at points and be like, yo, don't play Jerick McKinnon at running back today. Or, things like that. Things like that. Don't crap on the offense of on the franchise quarterback every single day, Kyle. Like maybe give him a break this week. Like a dad figure, basically. Yeah. I don't know.
I think that's definitely true think of the Ravens. Is Harbaugh the best X's and O's guys, or is he mainly just like super good at leading their team? And that helps a lot too. And they have Greg Roman as an OC who he's been around the league a lot. So you can say what you want about that, but I think that helps cover some of Harbaugh's X's and O's flaws that he doesn't have. But his leadership style and technique is just, it helps them a lot and puts them in a great position to win.
And I think like the whole analytics community has diminished the importance of leadership because it's all about, getting the next coordinator and passing more than you run and doing all this new age stuff. But leadership matters. It really does.
So here's one more thing on this. So here's where I think coordinators tend to struggle. Like I think the leadership point is real, but I think the difference between a John Harbaugh and a Mike Tomlin and the guys who fail, right, as defensive is in-game management. And it's because, like, if you look at John Harbaugh, he's been trained to be a head coach his entire life, right? True. Dad's a head coach, brother's a head coach. So he knows the entire picture. Like, well, John Harbaugh might not be able to call your offense. He might not be able to call your defense, but he knows what he wants in his defense. He knows what he wants in his offense.
Great point.
And he knows how to game plan. Well, these are the X, Y, and Z things we need to do this week to win. And he's very focused that way, right?
Right. So and Pete Carroll had all that experience as a head coach to fall back on.
Right.
No question. Yeah.
So you have to see the entire picture and be able to manage the game. The thing I will give Kyle before we move on to the next topic is he does see the entire picture. He sees what he wants in his defense. He sees how he wants his offense to be. He sees what he wants and all of that. We'll see if he pulls.
Does he manage the game well?
I mean, it's here and there. There's moments where it's great. There's moments where he leaves a little to be desired.
He's a better play designer than play caller at this point in his career, but he's still young, and that comes with experience.
But we'll see. Honestly, we'll see. I mean, to me,
great play designer,
extremely special. You have a little bit more.
Oh, he might be the best play designer in the world. He's special.
I'm the head coach. I think he's special.
Well, he still has a lot to prove.